The Stoics were experts on human behavior. They spent their whole lives studying what people want and how to find balance. Despite not discussing intimacy in the same manner as we do today, their concepts hold relevance in various aspects of life, such as relationships and sexual dynamics. Often men overlook the true desires of women in the bedroom, mistakenly believing they understand them, despite a significant discrepancy between their perceptions and the actual desires of women. This episode will talk about 9 sex positions that women want to experience, but most men don't know about. If you really want to connect with a woman, please her, and leave a lasting impression, you need to understand the subtleties of her desires. Each position we talk about is about more than just physical pleasure. It's about controlling her vulnerability, giving her the freedom to express her sexuality, and building intimacy. Stay with me until the end as I break down these roles, explain why they're important, and show you how you can use them in your own personal life. Don't forget to like, follow, and leave a comment below with what you think or have done. Come with me into a world of more pleasure and friendship. Chapter 1. It's time for Cowboy to take charge. One of the most liberating and influential roles for women is the Cowboy position. When she's in the Cowboy position, she's in charge of the pace, depth, and rhythm of the meeting. What makes this so appealing to women isn't just the physical control it gives them, but also the mental and emotional freedom it gives them. Women want to be able to express themselves and take charge in the bedroom in a way that feels natural and exciting, but they are often afraid to say what they want. Cowg enables women to embrace their inner confidence without the fear of male judgment. Giving up control to Cowgirl may seem like giving up power, but it's really about sharing force. By letting her take the reins, you show a strength that comes from being open and vulnerable. Often overlooked, these traits hold great appeal from a Stoic perspective. The Cowgirl exemplifies the concept of balance within relationships. Stoics believed in controlling oneself and finding harmony between desire and discipline. Men often feel the need to dominate in the bedroom because they think it shows masculinity or power, but real strength comes from knowing when to step back and let your partner express her desires. In this position, you're not giving up power, you're sharing it. In fact, when a man lets a woman take control in this way, it shows that he's confident and secure in his masculinity and is willing to let her lead without feeling threatened or insecure. Giving her the freedom to be fully in charge can create a strong emotional bond, which is something that women find very attractive. It's not just about the physical mechanics of the position, it's also about the deeper emotional exchange that happens when both partners feel free to fully express their desires from a physical point of view. Cowgirl offers numerous benefits that women find highly fulfilling. Since the woman controls the depth and speed, she can find the most satisfying experience for her body. These levels of control are essential because every woman's body is different. What works for one woman might not work for another. This position lets her enjoy what she likes without feeling rushed or pressured. It also makes it possible to target the G-spot, which can be hard to do in other positions. What makes a cowgirl? The opportunity for greater emotional connection makes cowgirl even more unique. This position allows for direct eye contact, which is a powerful way to connect. Looking into each other's eyes during sex makes you emotionally vulnerable. It's a way to communicate without words, and you can see pleasure, joy, and even love in your partner's eyes, which makes the experience even better. Eye contact creates a sense of closeness that isn't always present in physically demanding or less intimate positions. Additionally, being face-to-face in a cowgirl situation allows her to express her desires, such as going slower, faster, deeper, or shallower, without disrupting the flow of the moment for men. Today is your chance to listen to her and respond to her needs in real time. This direct feedback empowers her and helps you. It's not just about following her instructions. It's about engaging in a conversation that values her happiness, enhancing the emotional and mental experience for both of you. A cowgirl can change the way a sexual relationship works. In this situation, the woman takes control of the dynamics, deciding what happens and when. This can be highly empowering for her, as it allows her to express her sexuality on her own terms, something many women secretly desire but are too shy or embarrassed to express. For the man, this shift in power dynamics requires trust and emotional intelligence. It's not about sitting back and doing nothing. It's about being aware of her responses, understanding her needs, and reacting accordingly. You are still actively involved in the experience through touch, communication, and energy, but in a way that centers her pleasure and her desires. This can be a deeply satisfying experience for both partners because it makes for a more balanced and harmonious sexual encounter. There are endless ways to change the cow-go position. She can lean forward to increase clitoral stimulation or backward to go deeper. This position's flexibility makes it a "women love this" because they can customize the experience to suit their needs at any time. Many women don't have the freedom to change their bodies in ways that feel measurable in more traditional roles. This adaptability also benefits you as a partner, as you get to see her in different states of pleasure, which can be incredibly exciting and fulfilling. Finally, the cowgirl position can lead to a deeper understanding of each other's desires. When a woman feels safe, empowered, and in control, she is more likely to open up emotionally, making the sexual experience not just about physical pleasure, but about deepening the relationship itself. This is where Stoicism's teachings on balance and emotional intelligence come into play. By allowing her the space to take control, by embracing this dynamic, you're not only enhancing the physical aspects of your relationship, but also creating a space where both of you can explore your desires openly and without fear. For women, this is an experience they secretly crave, but often don't voice. By giving her this moment of control, you're offering her something far more valuable than just physical pleasure. You're offering emotional fulfillment. Liberation. Chapter 2. Spooning. Spooning is one of the most intimate sex positions, and many women quietly desire it because it makes them feel closer to their partner than more aggressive or visually stimulating positions. In spooning, both partners lie on their sides with the man behind the woman. The objective is to foster closeness, kindness, and a sense of entanglement in each other. This facilitates a gradual and profound connection, while also making it simpler for numerous women to establish physical intimacy through constant physical contact. You need to feel emotionally connected to your partner, as well as have fun. Spooning is a wonderful way to strengthen that emotional connection because it allows for deep skin-to-skin contact, which makes you feel safe, comforted, and affectionate. In fact, many women are more likely to experience deep pleasure or even an orgasm when they feel emotionally safe during sex, and spooning naturally creates that sense of security. The physical closeness and tenderness that come with spooning can make women feel more loved and desired, which can increase their arousal and make the experience much more satisfying. Scooping is a wonderful way to show that you can be calm and in control of yourself, while also connecting deeply with someone else. Stoicism teaches that true strength doesn't come from dominating or overpowering others, but from connecting with them on a deeper level, and spooning is a great example of this. It's a gentle reminder that physical dominance isn't always the key to pleasure. Sometimes it's the softer, more intimate moments that make the biggest difference. In spooning, the man isn't just physically close, he's emotionally present. This shows her that you're not just there for your own pleasure, but to connect with her on more than one level. Spooning is also very stimulating because it makes you move slowly and deliberately, unlike other poses that make you move quickly. Enjoying every touch, movement and breath is what spooning is all about. You can adjust the pace to fully engage both people, and the constant body contact makes it easier to detect each other's subtle cues. The slower, the better. It is possible for rhythm to make both partners feel better, making the experience feel more like a deep relationship than just a physical act. The man can easily reach around to enjoy her breasts, and spooning allows him to touch her in a variety of ways. He can trace his fingers along her body or give her clitoral stimulation while keeping up the rhythm of penetration. Women find this ability to multitask stimulating because it combines deep penetration with external stimulation. The adaptability of the position allows for a variety of different types of touch, something that many women truly value but may not express explicitly. Another reason women love spooning is the opportunity for emotional connection. Talking to people in this job, it feels natural and close to whisper sweet things or tell her how much you want her. Being close makes it easy to talk, which can strengthen the emotional connection even more, unlike other positions where the focus is mostly on the body. As a result, spooning makes sex more complete by getting both partners to interact emotionally. But don't think that spooning is only about kindness and emotional closeness. When done right, it can still be very passionate. Spooning can become a highly erotic and deeply sensual experience, blending both the emotional and physical aspects of intimacy in a way that few other positions can. This balance of softness and passion is what makes spooning such a beloved position for many women from a psychological standpoint. Spooning also appeals to women because it allows for a sense of vulnerability without the fear of being overwhelmed. The man is behind her, providing both physical and emotional support. She feels protected yet still in control of her own pleasure. This balance of vulnerability and empowerment is something many women find deeply satisfying. Ultimately, spooning is a position that offers women exactly what they're looking for: emotional closeness, gentle stimulation, and a sense of security, all while maintaining the eroticism and passion of a sexual encounter. It's a position that encourages connection on every level, making it one that women dream of but may not always ask for. By embracing the intimacy and emotional depth of spooning, you're offering her an experience that goes far beyond just physical pleasure. 3 parts side by side provide a good balance of comfort and intensity. In this position, both partners lie on their backs facing each other, making it a calm but private place to have sex. This position is just right for slow, sensual lovemaking, while still allowing for more intense, passionate times. It strikes a balance between being close and being comfortable. Women like this position because it makes it simple to touch each other's bodies, which means that both partners can explore and pleasure each other as the moment goes on. One of the main reasons women love this position is how connected it makes them feel. When you're face to face, you can maintain eye contact throughout, which creates a deeper emotional and psychological bond. Eye contact during sex is a very powerful way to feel close to someone. It encourages a sense of openness and vulnerability that many women secretly desire, even if they don't say it out loud. The side-by-side position is excellent for both physical and emotional pleasure. Because both partners are lying down, there is less stress on the bodies and more relaxation during intercourse, which makes it easier to keep up longer sessions of love. By letting both partners focus on building up pleasure slowly instead of rushing to a quick climax, the slower pace can be especially satisfying for women who need more time to reach their peak of arousal. Being able to control the rhythm and pace in this position adds a sense of excitement that many women find incredibly enticing from a Stoic point of view. Putting S3 side by side is a way to discuss balance. Stoicism teaches that pleasure and self-control must live together in balance. This position lets both partners enjoy the physical parts of sex without losing sight of the emotional link. It's not about dominating or overpowering, it's about creating an exchange of pleasure and connection that leaves both partners satisfied. This subtle harmony of intensity and tenderness makes the side-by-side position an ideal embodiment of Stoic principles in the bedroom. Also, women like this position because it allows for mutual stimulation. Since both partners have free use of their hands, they can easily stimulate each other's erogenous zones. Women prefer positions that allow them to experience a variety of sensations, and the side-by-side position provides this, whether they desire a gentle breast massage or clitoral stimulation. Touches in this area make the experience fully immersive. This position stands out due to its added layers of sensory pleasure, allowing women to express their desires and engage deeply with their partner. The side-by-side position is also beneficial for couples who want to try talking to each other during sex, because you can talk, whisper, or even guide each other through the experience, which can be a huge turn-on for women. A lot of women love to hear their partner talk. Talking about wanting pleasure, or even giving gentle instructions, can make the experience more intense on a psychological and emotional level. The exchange of words can lift the mood and bring both partners into a more connected and erotic space, making the experience even better. In this position, both partners can take turns being in charge because it's simple to change the angle. One partner can set the rhythm and pace, or you can switch who's leading without stopping the flow of the experience. This simple swapping of power is appealing to women because it makes intimacy more dynamic and engaging. The back and forth motion of this position keeps it interesting and gives both partners a sense of empowerment, which leads to a deeper sense of equality and connection. Overall, the side-by-side position is the best way to find a balance between comfort, connection, and control. Women love the balance of physical pleasure and emotional closeness it offers, making it one of the most sought-after positions for those seeking a deeper, more intimate sexual experience. Due to its flexibility and high level of engagement, it is the best choice for couples who want to slowly reach mutual happiness while staying connected in all ways. Part 4. The cross is an underrated way to bond deeply. The cross position, in which the woman lies on her back and the man stands straight across from her, provides a unique angle for deep entry and closeness. Often overlooked, this position provides a unique form of stimulation, allowing both partners to experience fresh sensations and enhanced intimacy. Women like the cross because it lets them target specific parts of the vaginal canal. This position often hits areas of the vaginal canal that aren't as straightforward to reach in other positions. The cross is perfect for women who like a mix of strong sensual feelings and more gentle ones. This pose also gives the man control over depth and speed, which can be very exciting if he does it while keeping an open mind about how she reacts. The cross shows how the idea of adaptability works. Stoicism tells us to be open to new things and change without being afraid or hesitant. The cross position pushes partners to leave their comfort zones and give something new and exciting that women love. There should be variety in the bedroom, and this position provides it without being overly challenging or demanding. The emotional connection that the cross creates is another big draw for women. It allows for deep penetration and keeps partners close physically. For many women, the angle makes it simple to hold hands, kiss, and look each other in the eyes, making it the right mix of physical pleasure and emotional closeness. For some people, sex isn't just about getting pleasure physically, it's also about feeling closer to their partner mentally. This position combines both aspects by necessitating coordination and fostering communication among partners. This interaction can make the experience better for women by making them feel like active participants instead of just passive recipients. When both partners work together to find the right rhythm and pace, it creates a shared sense of satisfaction that many women find deeply satisfying. Another unnoticed benefit of the cross is that it is simple on the body because it doesn't require a lot of movement or work. It can be ideal for couples who want to be close without the strain that some more demanding positions require. Its balance of novelty, closeness, and stimulation makes it a wonderful choice for both partners. In short, the cross is a wonderful way to bring something new and exciting into the bedroom. Women may not always ask for it, but once it's there, it's often a favorite. Feeling emotionally close, communicating and having fun all at the same time is an underrated gem that makes both partners satisfied and more attached. The fifth, the lazy dog, is a fun take on an old favorite. The lazy dog is a subtle change from the classic dog pose, but it has a twist that many women find very enjoyable. In this form, both partners are more relaxed. The woman lies on her stomach, while the man lies on top of her, creating a more intimate and leisurely version of the more intense doggy style. This position gives women deeper penetration and steady, full-body contact, which they want but may not always say out loud. One big reason women like the lazy dog style is that it makes them feel close and comfortable, unlike the more active and physically demanding traditional doggy style. The lazy dog position lets both partners relax in the experience. For many women, the pressure of the man's body against hers can feel protective and sensual, giving them a sense of closeness that isn't always present in more intense situations. Full-body contact during sex makes the emotional connection stronger, turning what could be a purely physical act into something much more meaningful. This position also offers a different kind of stimulation. With the woman lying flat, the angle of penetration changes, letting the man hit different parts of the vaginal canal, which can give her intense pleasure. The deeper penetration that the lazy dog position allows can be very satisfying, especially when combined with the slower, more deliberate movements that this position encourages. Women often like a mix of deep, slow thrusts and faster movements, and the lazy dog position is perfect for this combination from a Stoic point of view. The lazy dog is a balance between power and restraint. The man is in charge of the movement, but the slower pace and close body contact show that he understands and connects with his partner more deeply. Stoicism teaches that control isn't about dominance. It's about making sure that the experience is beneficial for both parties. In this position, the man is in charge, but the slower, more intimate nature of the movement shows that he is aware of what his partner wants and needs. Women also like the lazy dog because it gives the man's hands a chance to touch her in different ways. He can caress her back, hold her hips, or even stimulate her clitoris. For women, this multitasking feature can make the experience better because it mixes deep penetration with stimulation from the outside. The way the lazy dog penetrates the body makes it an excellent tool for stimulating the G-spot. If done right, it can lead to strong orgasms. Women also love this position because it allows for whispered communication. It is effortless to whisper in her ear about your desire for her, or even engage in dirty talk if that is something you both enjoy, as the man is lying in close proximity to her. Many women find this kind of verbal intimacy very enticing because it adds another level of psychological stimulation to the physical pleasure they're experiencing. The closeness of your bodies in this position also allows for a deep emotional connection, turning the encounter into something passionate and intimate. The psychological aspect of the lazy dog position holds significant importance. A lot of women like to give in during sex, but they also want to feel safe and loved at the same time. The lazy dog gives them both. Perfect mix between these two wants. The slow, deliberate pace and full body contact make her feel loved and protected instead of just physically dominated. In conclusion, women find the lazy dog position highly satisfying as it offers a combination of deep penetration and emotional closeness. The slow pace, close body contact, and chance to talk make it a position that women want to be in but may not always ask for. By adding the lazy dog to your sexual repertoire, you're giving her a mix of comfort, intimacy, and intense pleasure that she'll likely remember long after the moment is over. Chapter 6. Girl on Top, Her Chance to Lead. The girl on top position is a favorite among women for many reasons, but one of the most important is that it puts her in charge. She's sitting on top of her partner, and she can set the pace, depth, and rhythm of the experience. This is not only physically satisfying, but also very empowering. It gives her the freedom to move in ways that feel best for her, so she can orgasm whenever she wants. Women love the girl in the top position because it lets them explore their own pleasure in most positions. For many women, being a girl on top means being able to move at her own pace and enjoy the most intense parts of the encounter. In a girl on top situation, the man takes control and determines the pace and intensity of the encounter. They feel free and excited because they have power over their lives, which lets them fully pursue their own desires from a Stoic point of view. Giving her the reins in this situation shows that you have trust and emotional intelligence. Stoicism teaches that being strong doesn't mean always being in charge, but knowing when to give up that power. By letting her lead the way in the bedroom, you show that you trust yourself enough to let her find her own happiness without feeling the need to control her. Being in this position of power and submission is very attractive to women. There are also important physical benefits to being in this position. The position of the girl on top allows for deeper penetration and provides greater control over clitoral stimulation, both of which are crucial for assisting women in experiencing pleasure. Because they can change the angle and rhythm to hit all the right spots, women often find that this position makes them more likely to experience great pleasure. She has numerous options to maximize the pleasure from the experience, such as grinding, bouncing, or moving in a circle. Being face-to-face in this pose also encourages emotional closeness because you can make deep eye contact, kiss, and talk during the encounter. Many women prefer to maintain a strong emotional connection during sex, and the girl on top position is ideal for this. Whether you're exchanging whispers of desire or just making eye contact, this position lets you have the physical and emotional connection that many women secretly want. Women also like this position because it looks appealing on them. Being on top makes a woman feel better about her body because she can control how she moves and presents herself. Many women feel more powerful and sexy in this position because they can control the experience and guide their partner in ways that work best for them. From a psychological point of view, being a girl on top is empowering because it makes her feel in charge of her own pleasure. Many women secretly want this kind of freedom in the bedroom, but they might not always ask for it. By telling her to take the lead, you're not only letting her explore her desires, but you're also showing her that you respect and value her needs. This can make the sexual experience better for both of you. Women love being in the girl on top position because it gives them power over the experience and makes sure their pleasure comes first. Women want to be in this position because it gives them deep penetration, clitoral stimulation, and emotional closeness, even if they don't always say it out loud. By putting her in this position, you're not only giving her intense physical pleasure, but you're also providing her the power to control her own sexual experience. The seventh, it's brave and exciting to sit on a chair. One of the sexiest and most exciting positions is sitting on a chair, and many women quietly wish they could be in it. The man sits on the chair, and the woman straddles him, facing him as she rides. For women who want both physical pleasure and mental closeness, this position is a favorite. It allows for deep penetration, constant eye contact, and full body closeness. One reason women love this position is that it gives them power and energy, just like a girl on top. By sitting in a chair, she can control the rhythm and pace of the meeting, ensuring that she can orgasm during her turns. Many women find this position very pleasurable because it lets them get very close to their partner. It's even better when they can grind or move in a way that stimulates their clitoral area. This position also encourages emotional connection because you're sitting face to face, which means you can make deep eye contact, kiss, and talk throughout the encounter. Many women like the chance to keep an emotional connection strong during sex, and sitting on a chair is the perfect way to do that. Full body contact and intimate positioning make it easy to exchange feelings. You can express whispers of desire or simply enjoy the intimacy of being close to each other from a detached perspective. The act of sitting in a chair shows a balance between closeness and power. Stoicism says that real strength comes from being able to connect deeply with others. This position allows for that kind of connection. By sitting in a chair and letting her lead, you show that you're confident enough to give up control and focus on making an experience that's enjoyable for both of you. Women find it very attractive when guys have this much confidence. Another reason women like this position is that it brings them physically close. This position allows for constant skin-to-skin contact, which can strengthen the emotional and physical connection between partners. Being close also facilitates other forms of stimulation, such as kissing, touching, or whispering sweet nothings in her ear. Sitting in a chair is a risky and exciting position that lets women control the speed and intensity of the experience while maintaining it. As we come to the end of this guide, it's important to remember that these 9 sex positions are about a lot more than just the act itself. Each of these positions shows a deeper emotional and mental link between partners. The beauty of intimacy lies in the balance between being weak and strong, passionate and tender. Explore these positions with your partner to give her both physical and emotional pleasure. From the empowering freedom of cowgirl to the deep emotional connection fostered by spooning or the intensity of sitting on a chair, these positions allow you to connect with your partner in a way that goes beyond the surface. They give her the space to explore her own pleasure while building trust and intimacy between the two of you. If you've made it this far, congratulations! You now know something that 99% of men don't know. Don't be afraid to use what you've learned here in your relationship. Simply listen to what your partner wants. Be willing to try new things, but most importantly, keep your attention on the link you're making with each other. If you like this episode, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Share your stories and experiences. Share what works, what resonates with you, and how these methods have facilitated deeper connections. Your story could help someone else get closer to their partner. Until next time, remember that the key to outstanding sex isn't just the moves, it's the connection you make with your partner. Stay connected, be present, and let the journey of exploration continue.